Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. Delighted, as always, to be joined by Thomas Cathy. We are back for another prediction video, this time in the super lightweight division. Isaac Cruz will try to win Rolando Romero's WBA World Super Lightweight title in a fight where the challenger is actually the favorite here, Thomas. So I'm interested to get your thoughts on this fight, as well as, of course, a prediction. Um, Give us your thoughts here. A lot of people would possibly say that Romero shouldn't be in this position. He had that kind of quite controversial victory against Ismael Barroso, which was nearly a year ago. Was then out with an injury for a period of time. He was linked with fighting Britain Zahara Davis in a fight that's probably never going to happen now. Isaac Cruz, on the other hand, he's on kind of a bit of a winning streak. He gave Gervonta Davis possibly Davis's toughest fight of his career so far. So it's an interesting one here. Two guys who can both punch a bit, and I'm interested to get your thoughts on the fight.
No, it's a very good matchup. And I think whether or not people think that Rolly deserves to, you know, be in the spot that he's in, I think it's more fun with him in it, to be honest. I'm not sure how many other people feel the same way, but he's fun. He's a fun time to watch. It's always entertaining to watch his videos and I I he can punch and he's not a boring fighter. So I think it's good to have him around. And Isaac Cruz, we know with him he's going to come forward, try to get inside and make the fight happen. So it's hard for me to imagine this being a bad fight. So I'm all for it. I think it should be a good one.
Yeah, look exciting. I feel like Romero is maybe one of these guys who you maybe a bit hot and cold, a little bit like Teofimo Lopez. You're not sure what sort of performance you're going to get out of him. But here we are. He is a world champion, and he's facing a very good fighter in Isaac Cruz. As always, I mentioned that Cruz, the challenger, is the favorite in this fight. The bookmakers that I'm looking at now are giving him odds of 1 to 3 to win the fight, 4 to 5 to win by stoppage, 3 to 1 to win by decision. Romero is a 5 to 2 to win this fight, 9 to 2 to win by stoppage, and 9 to 2 to win by decision. Um, so you're getting just below even here, Thomas, for Cruz to win this fight by stoppage. Obviously, Romero, he's lost by stoppage before against Gervonta Davis. Um, Give us your thoughts on those odds before we go into a final prediction, please.
Well, I think the logic there is, Rolly, at least compared to like his contemporaries and other champions in the division, uh, a little bit more inexperienced, a little bit more awkward, um, and I'm not really too sure about his ability to fight on the inside. And, you know, Cruz, he's a guy that likes to mix it up on the inside. That's his office. So I just don't really see I don't see Cruz just sitting back and giving Rolly time to think. I think Cruz is going to get in his grill and really just push him back to the ropes and you know throw a lot of punches. And I it's hard for me, and I think a lot of people would feel the same way. It's hard for me to imagine Rolly being able to overcome that. But I think the reason why it's so close is uh Rolly does have that punching power. So, and Isaac Cruz has been stopped before himself. I'm sorry, did he go to distance with Gervonta?
Yeah, he went the distance with Gervonta
My
Davis. Yeah,
apologies.
yeah, all good.
So no, he has not. I do feel like, I wouldn't be surprised if Rolly hurts him. He can punch and feel like Gervonta at least had moments where, he had Cruz, really feeling his power. So, that being said, I think the odds are fair.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's an interesting one, and I think like I hope we get a good version of Romero turning up. Isaac Cruz, I just think there's no doubt he's a good fighter. Um, it's just I think we just when he's got some good names on his record. He has got he's beaten guys who have got good records as well, perhaps padded records. So it's going to be, I think this fight is going to tell us how good both fighters are. We've seen examples of how what they can do. But I'm looking forward to this. I think again, this is kind of giving away my prediction. I do think Cruz will win, but it's not a foregone conclusion. I don't feel as confident about this fight as I do about other fights this weekend, that's for sure. Without further ado, Thomas, give us your final prediction. Where's your head at?
Yeah, I'm thinking Cruz I just don't see Rolly being able to put up with the pace that Cruz is going to put on him. If Cruz is at his best and he does what he does best and he's on his A game, um, I feel like Cruz will get inside and push him back to the ropes and make it a tough night for him. And I think it's going to be hard for Rolly to really find the distance to land that punch that he would need to get Isaac Cruz out of there and hurt him. And I
Mm.
don't really see Rolly being able to like outbox him and stay on the outside and well, he would have to, but I don't know how well he's going to do at that. Yeah, I say Isaac Cruz, late stoppage. I'd say around 10 or 11.
How confident are you, Thomas? Because it felt like you were kind of I wasn't sure where you were going there. I wasn't sure if you were going to at the last minute go for Romero. On a scale of 1 to 100, how confident are you that Isaac Cruz is going to win this fight?
I would say perhaps 60,
Okay.
70. Um, but like I said, I think, and like you said, we don't, perhaps we don't know as much about Cruz
Mm.
as we thought, and maybe there is much more to learn about him. And I think we're going to see how, like you said, we're going to see how good these guys really are. Um, but I Broly, like he has that puncher's chance, and I could see him landing something that puts Cruz in trouble, and maybe he can get him out of there. But I think that's his best chance.
Yeah, we shall see. I'm going for something similar to you. I just do think Cruz will win via stoppage a little bit earlier. I'm going to go for around 7 or 8 for Isaac Cruz to defeat Rolando Romero. So we'll see. Thomas, we agree again. We'll try our best not to agree next time, but we will see. Thank you for your time as always. Thank you for your prediction, and I will speak to you again soon.
Thank you.